Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 10th Rome Total War Brotherhood battle that I've put onto YouTube. For the 10th battle, I wanted to try and choose a battle that would really keep people watching guessing who was going to win almost right up to the end. And I think this battle does this. The team that I'm in today consists of myself, Spartan Commander, Mystique, Brotherhood member Mystique, Brotherhood member Crimson Overlord, also known as Pain, and Brotherhood member Conan. And the four Brotherhood members who are on the other team consist of Brotherhood member TR, who's brought Seleucid, Brotherhood member Killer B, Brotherhood member Uther, and Brotherhood member Talos, also known in this game as Danger Mouse. With 8 Brotherhood members on the battlefield, this should be a really good battle to watch, and it's going to be a very close one at the end. Here you can see our teammate Crimson Overlord, also known as Pain, who has bought Pontus, is losing a lot of men to enemy archer fire here. If you notice that each one of his units are supposed to have 120 men in, if you look at the numbers that are left in several of his units, you can see that he's suffered a heck of a lot of casualties from enemy archer fire. Here you can see that Crimson has suffered so many casualties from archers that he is being forced to attack now, rather than just stand there. If he just stands still, he would just lose so many men to archer fire, so he decided to attack. Here you can see Pontus Spearman actually fighting with Seleucid Spearman here. And if you notice, there are elements of infantry from both teams involved here, mostly throwing pilers to try and kill as many of the enemy spear units as they can. As you see, there's a bit of a close-up fight in there with the spearmen. I think the centre could be the very crucial part of this battle. At this stage of the battle, where you can see our teammate Crimson in the centre is fighting away, you'll see Conan on his right flank and Mystique on his left, protecting his flanks there to stop any enemy troops getting around the side or the rear of his spearmen. The battle is really intense in the centre now and could really still go either way. At this stage of the battle, there's a lot going on all over the battlefield. As you can see, our teammate Pontus, Crimson Overlord, is holding well in the centre against Seleucid and Julii as well. As you can see in a close-up there, it's really intense there. As you can see, I'm sending my cavalry in there, as a cavalry charge, to try and rout as many of the enemy as I can from the flank. As you can see, it is causing a lot of the enemy to rout there, and now the main thing is, after I've done as much damage as I can with my cavalry, is to pull them out quickly before I suffer too many casualties with the cavalry. As you can see on the right hand side there, Conan's charging his cavalry in as well, straight into, I believe is Uther's, Julii's army there. And as you can see, there's a lot of enemy units that have been routed by those 2 cavalry charges. And at this stage of the battle, things are looking pretty good for our team. But as we all know, in Rome Total War, one move, one brilliant move, one good tactic, and the whole battle can turn again. So at the moment, it is looking quite good for us. As you see, I've pulled my cavalry back out from the initial charge. Conan's attacking well on the right hand side there. And as you can see, the battle is still very much in the balance here. And as you can see at the rear, Crimson Overlord sending his chariots in now to attack the enemy from behind. It's always a good tactic with chariots because they've got that scare bonus when they attack. They frighten enemy troops and cause their morale to drop and can cause mass routs.
The leader of allies has been slain.
So as you see there's a lot of enemy units routing there. But the chariots themselves sometimes are kind of fragile, and they can be routed as well. By enemy infantry especially, and sometimes cavalry. So as you can see, a lot of the chariots are also routing at this stage. I'm charging another cavalry charge into the enemy team there, hoping to rout some more units. As you can see on our right, some of Conan's units, our allies, are starting to rout as well now. So I think we're doing well on the left and the centre, but our right looks like it could be in danger. Let's say over on our left here, Brotherhood member Talos, who's known as Danger Mouse in this game, is fighting on our left against myself. I've sent some of my infantry units over to the centre to try and help with our centre there. But as I say, over on our right, it looks like we could be in trouble. I think our centre is doing fine and our left is doing fine, but over on the right, we might be in danger of losing our right flank. Brotherhood member Crimson Overlord with Pontus, which is not one of the strongest 31k factions you can get, and not a lot of people play with them on 31k games, but Crimson's doing very good with the way he's holding there in the centre. As you can see, Uther's doing extremely well with his Julii cavalry, sending in lots of charges and routing lots of our team's units here.
Your allies are no
a lot of skill
friends
involved
Rome.
there in where you
They
aim
are
your
running
cavalry
from the
charges,
field
so
like
you aim for
cowards
weaker
and
units
turncoats.
to try and rout them. At the moment, on our right, it looks to me like the enemy team are winning.
The enemy
I
general
think
is
in the
running
centre
away.
and
This
over
is
on our
no way
left,
for a leader
it looks
to
very
behave,
much like
but in battle, it's beyond belief.
we're doing pretty good. It looks like we're starting to move over troops from our left back into the centre now. But as you can see, Uther's cavalry are still going backwards and forwards, charging into the back of, I think it's mostly Conan's units and some of Mystique's, causing routes. Here he goes in again, charging in again. The powerful cavalry charges there. And bang, straight in. Causing units to rout now with the power of that cavalry charge. Where it was looking good for us a few minutes ago, now if you look at the units that are routing, you can see that things are starting to turn around a little bit, and it could well be a victory for the other team, although the reinforcements we're bringing over from the left flank could start making a difference now. We've got a lot of infantry there now on the left, coming over from the left flank, and although Uther's been using his cavalry extremely well, as you see now he hasn't got a lot of cavalry units left, so he'll be greatly relying on his infantry now. He's still got cavalry units left though that he could charge in where he sees any maybe weakened units of ours. They say it's very intense there in the centre now, but looking at the numbers game, I would think that our team has got the advantage there, and if we can swing some units round the flanks and then charge in at the rear, that's really going to help us as well there, I think. As you can see, it's extremely intense there, and Julii's generals are still alive, giving their troops morale, keeping them fighting, and we're still using units of ours are still routing, as you can see there.
Our
One of
allies
our
have lost their leader. This
one of our
turn
team's
events
generals
may
just
make
been
them
killed
lose
there,
heart.
and that's going to lower the morale of his troops and could cause even more routing. This game, even though it looks like we've got the numbers, it still could be in the balance here. As you can see, there's cavalry charges going in the rear from Uther, still charging his cavalry in. But I think, to be honest, I think the numbers game is going to tell here, as we've got a lot more infantry than them at the moment. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor at the end of this game. Even though they've still got more cavalry and they're charging in and still causing some of our units to rout, I think at the end of the day, yes, our infantry numbers there is told. Luckily we won over on the left, and we were able to bring so many reinforcements over to the main battle that that's really been the deciding factor, I feel, in this
soldiers,
game.
Only
But up to that stage, I think you'll probably agree that it could have gone either way. I hope you've enjoyed this, because it was a really close game.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
On a winter battlefield where you've got all the snow, you can certainly see the dead. And you can see that there's a massive dead on the battlefield there. That goes to show how intense the battle was. And as you can see, there's massive piles of dead all over the battlefield. And it was a really great battle. Well played all. Just like to say, really well played to every Brotherhood member in this game. There was loads of skill and tactics shown by everyone. Really well played all. And I would just like to say I hope you enjoyed the 10th Brotherhood battle that's been put onto YouTube, and I hope you really enjoyed watching it, and hope to see you soon.